And for Talk Your Talk this morning, we have a very special guest on the line, Bishop Shirley Chong. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Vernon, or should I say, good morning, Uncle Vernon.
Hello. Where come say, my old man? I don't like you come call me uncle, you know.
No, that's my highest regard and respect for you.
You see, me I come give you trouble this morning. Great to have you. Before we start off, tell me a little bit about yourself, which church you're involved in, and where is your church located?
As you hear, I am Bishop Dr. Shirley and Chong.
Yes.
My best thing about myself is that I love God and I love His people.
Yes.
I had a couple of ministries, Sons of the Father, Men's Movement, which is dearest to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I had One Body Prayer Movement Global. I had Woman to Woman and Man plus Youth and Children Conference, and I had a couple of other organizations. We gather for worship
Mm-hmm.
at Oak Road Heart Complex, where they have the School of Cosmetology.
Oh,
Other
yes, I
than,
know. That's
other
near to
than
halfway
that,
tree.
in halfway tree.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, we are online and we do that because we can connect with people all over the globe for worship.
Well, I'm one of those who believe that we need to hear more from the church. Right now, there's a cuss going on who are fool and who near master. And I would love to know how our church leaders step in and stop the foolishness, go fix the road, them, get a proper transportation system. Let's deal with the crime. They're not busy concerned about a little petty self in the parliament. I wish the church would speak over the church, the rest of the church. I mean, church leaders, because the church is not just one body as such. Anyhow,
Yeah.
that's enough of the politics. No, I know. I'm very concerned that when I was a youngster growing up, the church played a very integral role in terms of socialization of children. But now it seems to me that we have less churches are involved in the schools. The schools basically are on their own. You don't have as much church schools as such as before. So I'm very concerned about that because you don't have to be a Christian, people. But the things that the church stand for, anybody should stand for it too. No, them say you mustn't thief, you mustn't lie. That have anything to do with religion. But tell me, I know you're concerned about children and adults and how we relate to them, how children, have no manners to them parents, same thing for teachers. So we're in a bad way. Bad way.
Okay, I like what you just said. You use a word that is really, really my concern, manners.
Yes.
Manners. One of my greatest concern for us as a people, nation, little picnic, young boys, man, woman, everybody, is where we're at as it concerns honor. When I was growing up in the country, them say you must have manners.
Yes, man.
I
Manners will take you far away.
I am concerned about honor. How do we honor one another? How do we honor leaders? How
Yes.
do we honor each other? How do we honor my brothers and my sisters? In the school you mentioned, how do we honor a teacher? When you and I was growing up and you see a teacher, you would brush off your very hands and say, good morning, teacher. No, ma'am. Yes,
No,
ma'am.
no one know you're my age.
Yes.
Yes.
Be careful I don't have to change my mode of conversation to show you that I'm very young.
Yes.
But that's where my concern is for the
Yes.
nation. I still believe, may I say Uncle Vernon? Yeah, because I have manners
Now just
too.
give you a trouble, man. You go and talk.
One of my greatest concern is where we're at. Nobody respects anybody again.
No, sir.
We address each other anyway. We do each other anything we want. And when you and I were growing up, my mother would say, have manners, little picnic. And the Bible says, when we honor our mother and father,
Mm.
our days on earth will be long.
Yes.
No, mother and father doesn't necessarily mean biologically those who
Right,
give
right.
birth to us, those who senior us, those who care for us, those who have our greatest good at heart. It's a forgotten virtue in our society. I am in the city almost every day. And when I see how we engage each other, excuse me, come out of the past, no man. Don't even excuse me.
Yeah,
Come
man.
out of the past, no man.
But even driving on our roads.
Listen to me.
Oh, yeah.
And my worst thing is when they look on me as young as I am in my car and call me, what big woman? And it
No
happens in
class.
every facet. It happens in the school, it happens
Yes,
in the
yes.
church, it happens in the home.
By the
And
way, I've
what I
predicted that this program, that we are educating persons, they're getting their doctorates now and everything. But you take that person from down there, you don't socialize them to be a good citizen. So don't worry. After a while, we'll have a local criminal as prime minister or chief justice or governor general. I'm telling you, and probably it's happening right now.
and let us not take this conversation lightly. And I
No.
appreciate the topic you choose. This is causing our society to spiral downwards and to decay from the root.
Oh yes.
Now, when a plant decay from the root, before long the plant, the top and the branches going fall in.
Topple over.
Because what I learned at my young age is helping me up to my mature age. Mark, I didn't say old age, to my mature age
Right, right.
now. And it is that which has the power to move us as a society when we can respect and honor each other. If we don't, there's a little story I want to tell you.
Yes.
When you look in the Bible, there's a concept that I learned, or let's say a principle. Jesus, who was the Messiah, is from Nazareth. When he was in Nazareth, the people didn't respect him because them say Miss Mary, little boy from round the road.
That
Yet
hasn't
he
changed.
was the Messiah, the
Yes.
Father of all, our Savior. And hear what the Bible said. The Bible said he did but little down there. A
Yes.
little miracle, a little. But elsewhere where they honor him and respect him, he did great miracle. Is it that we're not seeing the great things in Jamaica? Because first of all, we not honor one another.
No,
who
sir.
we can see. More so to honor God who is invisible. I believe that that's an ingredient, that's a virtue. If we were to restore that in Jamaica, everybody leave everywhere and live here, because then we will advance the welfare of the whole human race.
Yes.
That's where I'm at.
And I hear them talking about that the amount of accidents and the deaths that we have on our roads, it's all about speeding. I would say it's lack of respect for one another. If you honor one another the way we drive on the roads, we wouldn't drive like that. So you're going to put a million police out there with them speed trap. If you don't change that attitude, how we respect, people switch from left to right, it was cut in front of you, but nobody put on an indicator because they don't have no honor for you, no respect for you at all.
That's exactly where we are at. We have little or no respect for each other.
Right.
As long as I get where I'm going, I don't care about you. If I have to kill you to get there,
Yes.
and that kind of respect transition to something greater. There was one time when you see or hear that an accident was on the road, you're alarmed for the day, you can't eat, you can't drink. No, because of our dishonor for each other, it's just another thing.
Yeah, man.
So we have gone cold as a nation, having lost respect and honor. We become harsh, we become cold, we become double-minded in what we believe. When, as a nation, we have lost honor, then it's left for us to do something about it.
Right. Let me tell you what. Let's just play some music for a minute or two and then we come back to you. Right, but you're really talking some serious thing there, man. Stay with us. We're talking with a lady. She's Bishop, Dr. Shirley Chong. Oh, yes, you're listening to Rhythm FM, coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica. This is the People's Program, the People's University, and the People's Parliament. I'm your friend, Vernon Dabb, and of course, I have on the line Bishop Dr. Shirley Chong, and she's talking about something that, you're not going to hear on the other talk show, what we deal with it here, because we see the need for Jamaica to go through a change, a social change, to change the hearts and the minds of the people. And if we change it for better, then Jamaica will be on the road to become a first world country. Back to you, Bishop.
Mr. Darby, I want to point out to you something which is another principle. I'm sure that if the listeners and those who are tuned in will grasp this, then their lives will be changed forever.
Yes.
And I like to go back to a base where my argument can be substantiated. In the Bible, we hear about a man, they call him the centurion man.
Yes.
He was a man in the army. Now, he came to Jesus because he had a problem. Let us say our nation have a problem. And he said to Jesus, Jesus, I know you are a man in authority. Yeah? And I have a problem at my house. Jesus said, let me come to the house. Probably the house not stay so good like many of us, right?
And the house can refer to anything, can be your house where you live, it can be also your workplace.
All right, all right. He said to Jesus, what's this? I know who you are. You're a man of authority.
Right.
And so you don't have to come to my house to heal my sick servant. Just
Mm-hmm.
speak the word. Now, he was a man in the army and he knows what it means to speak to soldier and to
Right.
move. Because, the soldiers are people of authority and
Yeah, man.
order.
And he's in charge of
And
100. That's what they call him, a centurion. 100 men, I think.
all right, good. Hear this now.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus spoke the word. And hear what the Bible says. Immediately, the servant was healed.
Yes.
Are you hearing me? What is the concept here? Jesus backed it by saying, I have never seen such faith in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Let us carry to our own country. That if we extend, if we make it our lifestyle and habit to honor those in authority, when they speak who they are, whatever them do, or whatever, then there will be such favor happening in our lives,
Mm-hmm.
in our household, in our schools, in our parliament, all of that. It therefore means honor is a key to unlock God's favor. Manners, then, if we want to call it, to unlock God's favor. So if we were to restore Jamaica, the culture, back to a culture of honor and respect, our anthem say, teach us true respect for all.
Stir response to duty's call. Mm-hmm.
Strengthen us the weak. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If we were to go back to honor, I believe, as I say, a lot of Jamaicans would be back home. Our economy will grow.
Oh, by the way, hold on.
Open.
We're talking about those who are working overseas and they're retired now?
Because they are seeking for a place where they can be uncomfortable.
And here the joke, any of them ever come back at Jamaica, return first world country immediately. The pension that they would be getting. Ha!
All right, all right. And so we would be attracting to our economy.
Right.
You see, we need to understand this, though, that God is a man of supplying,
Mm-hmm.
of needs, and He knows our needs. So one of our questions, do you believe? And no, look at the concept I'm sharing. That for me, that's the primest crime fighting instrument.
Mm-hmm.
If I love you, Mr. Darby, who could pay me 100,000 to tell them when you leave the radio station because somebody else wants a job?
Not even 40 million or 1 billion. Me not do it. No.
If I honor you,
Yes.
who could let me speak down to you?
Mm-hmm.
If I honor the pastors in the church, if I honor, all right, I am in New Kingston every day, and I can get a park in every car lot, all when it's full. Them say, oh, pastor, are you? Because when I turn up to the young men, yeah?
Yes.
Let's just go from down up. All I say to them is, hi, handsome, how you doing today? And hear me, man. Every car park, me have a car space to park. Because I am extending love to them.
You'd have to tell me about that one day. No. I know as a matter of fact, I keep telling the story that somebody gave me a lift one day in a taxi. and I've told them the character who gave me the lift. You're absolutely right, man. But guess what? Time is going, and I know that your organization, you probably can remind us about that organization. You're putting on something, I think, is it this weekend?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, tell me about the organization and tell me about
All right, this organization, the name of it is Sons of the Father Movement. It has various arms to it, but I'll speak to you about three. Number one, we believe that Jamaica needs to raise up our men and position them as the fathers they were created to be. We believe...
Hold on. It's a point you just make a while ago. That should be headline news tomorrow. All right, continue.
Right, well, let's see. And to back that up, Jamaica's problem is not so much crime. Crime is an offshoot of the problem.
Symptom.
Problem is fatherlessness.
Oh, Lord.
Whole heap of men Hello?
Yes, madam. Go ahead. I'm listening.
We have a lot of men. We have holy for preachers. We have holy
Yes.
for teachers, but few fathers.
Out of mercy.
A father's responsibility is to protect, provide, and guide, and to teach the family.
Right.
We need to cultivate in our men the father in them. And when they become a father, they mirror God.
But guess what?
So
No, those many who are listening are going to say you're backward because this is not what you call the modern age. We don't need a mother father. Whether you have mother father, it's neither here. If you have mother, mother, father, and father, it's neither here nor there.
that's why the society is where it's at, because we have gone outside of God's order for the family
Right.
and for nation. You have government, that's why you have pillars of the nation.
Right. Well, I tell you, we only have a minute left. So just tell me specific the time or what's happening with that thing you're putting on.
Okay, the event will be held on Saturday. It is called a strategic leadership breakfast. We believe that there is a wisdom in council, so we are calling leaders, church leaders, school leaders, government leaders, so we can consult. Our quest, like I say, is to position the men, is to produce fathers, is to reposition our youth and children so we can preserve the next generation.
Is it open to the public or you have invited special persons?
We are inviting special persons.
Okay.
Physically so that at the end of it, it will not just be an event.
Yes, yes. Where's it going to be?
It is going to be at the Medallion Hall Hotel, and we start at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Who are some of the persons who have confirmed, some of the leaders of?
The leaders of the umbrella group of churches,
yes.
They are crucial to the nation. They are going to be there. Heads of denomination, key principals are going to be there. Let me not talk too early, but we'll send invitation to the head of the army, the head of the police, and also the head of the correctional services. Many fraternal heads from right across the nation.
I'm going to have to go now, you see?
Are going to be there.
What you do for me, you send me a report after, some pictures and everything, so, you know.
Not a problem.
Whatever voice or anything, you make sure that I have it. Because you're absolutely right. If you can change the minds of the people and tell, when you go there, see, tell you can call me name. Tell them, say, me say, many pastors, all them keen for is to rub shoulder with Prime Minister and leader of the opposition. They must go rub shoulder with the people in the grassroots and try to change them. The leader them, trust me, then some of them not change. So if you can change the hearts of the people, the leaders will have to be just like in a river that flow downstream, they can't swim against it. So all them prayer breakfast man for much here, yeah, nice. The political leader them going to make news and them going to rub shoulder. We need to go beyond that now.
No, this is a different one. I guarantee.
No man, we're not talking about money, but just tell them that because I want that message to go across the island. We need a practical approach now.
All right.
So tell them they must be like Jesus Christ. He turn over the table and say, listen, this how work, something can go on. He was a revolutionary person. Too much people too nice and quiet nowadays.
All right, I'll be careful to quote what you say and tell them who sent the message for them.
I'm serious about that. You know, tell them say you're not as rebellious like me. No, but we need all pastors and this. I'm going to give you a chance here to speak so they can always keep in touch with me. Because time we hear some different voices.
Not a problem. I am very, very confident that this one is a breakfast with a difference.
Right.
You're going to see.
All right. Have to run on. Look forward to getting a report, getting some pictures, so I will put it out there. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Bishop Dr. Shirley Chong. Yeah, that is
it's
quite.
It's my honor to be on with you. God bless.
Have a wonderful day.
You